Today on Kitchen Table Talk, we're dissecting the power of the date night. Whether you have young kids, maybe you're empty nesters, newlyweds, or in your 30th year of marriage, date nights are truly integral to the health of a relationship.
And relationships can be neglected over time because of the demands of work and parenting. Couples have to make a point of taking time away from the children to spend time with one another. And we looked at a study from the Institute for Family Studies. To compile data, the Institute examined more than 6,000 over a span of 14 years, couples who went on date nights at least once a week. And the data shows universally, everyone, or every person rather, that surveyed was happier as an individual. Additionally, everyone surveyed felt like the relationship was stronger and they felt a stronger connection to their partner.
Women in particular showed greater satisfaction in their relationships when time was spent each week together. And here's a major bonus: sex lives improve. Those who spend more time together in this way report greater physical attraction to their partners. 68% of wives, 67% of husbands who had regular date nights were very happy with their sexual relationship. That's compared to about 47% across husband and wives who said they did not take time to have regular date nights once a week.
And Jaleesa's back with us to chat all about it. Yes.
Teach me your ways.
So you've been married for how long?
We've been married, okay, we got married in 2010, so 14 years, but then we've been together since 2004, and the date nights have slided. They are not a priority right now, and I want them to become a priority. I'm gonna clip the part about the sex and, and send that part to my
Mark,
husband.
have you read this? Take me to dinner, Mark.
But with kids, it's been tough, you know, but we need to commit and make sure that we go out once a week. We have to do it. I'm determined to do it now after seeing that.
Yes. And
you're
so,
good at it.
I need it because especially with like a young, you know, I have a 5-month-old, I have a 4-year-old, like I feel like my husband sees me, I have like spit up, I look like who done it and why. And so my date night allows me to feel good about myself. I feel sexy. I'm like, do you remember who you married? Okay. And so that's literally what it almost is like a personal thing. Like I want to dress up, I want to feel good about myself. And I know it's something you start right when you've been in a 5-year relationship though. You got to keep it going, right?
Yeah, not married yet, but we definitely are making an effort to do date nights still. We're very social people. My boyfriend and I, we both have a lot of friends. And so sometimes our weekends are filled with just hanging out with people rather than hanging out with just each other and experiencing each other, not just like on the Monday through Friday grind, right? When you're coming home from work, you're exhausted, all you want to do is eat, sleep, and hang out and watch some Netflix, right?
You're right.
And so it's like so important for us to take some time out of just us two and not maybe in a social gathering and just check in with one another and make sure we have so much fun just between us two.
I think you hit the nail on the head because when I think about my life before kids, my husband and I were very social also, but it was always in a group setting. And we went through that period where we're like, okay, tonight's just gonna be us. And it did work a lot of like some of the things out that we thought that we weren't addressing. And then once you go out to dinner and you feel that connection again, it's a lot easier to talk as opposed to having 10 people around you. So I'm glad that are you carving time out?
Oh yeah, actually, fun fact. One of our coworkers asked me to hang out, or for my boyfriend and I to hang out with him today to go to First Friday with him. And I was like, no, I cannot. We have a date night scheduled. He's been out of town a lot lately. We haven't spent much time together in any other setting besides home. So I want to make sure that we do get that time together. So yeah, we're making sure we're putting in the effort. I mean, we're not married yet, but I think we realize we have both non-traditional jobs too. So I think we both realize how important it is to have that time together.
Yeah, and you, I think, zeroed in on something that the study showed. It's all about intentionality, taking the time. Your partner knows, oh wait, you want to spend time with me after however many years? Like that makes people feel good. And bonus, when this study came out, it showed that people who went on date nights, these couples, they said 20% were less likely to split up, to have any level of separation.
20% is a big number.
That is a big number, especially when you look at over 50% of marriages end up in divorce.
Yes.
So this
takes work,
this
right?
This is your marriage.
I know. And I think we do need to remember that you can easily, and even before marriage, if you have a long-term relationship, you can really ease into that roommate status. And we can't have that.
No, none of that. Absolutely none of that.
Keep it spicy.
And it can be as simple as like taking a walk. This is when I was reading this study. It said, take a walk with your partner. I'm like, when's the last time I took a walk with my
love
husband?
that.
Like, that's all it takes to zero in and show each other that you matter outside of the kids and the grandkids and the relationships.
Take a
Just like
walk.
you
It's
and
free.
me. This is how it started. Like,
Yep.
before kids, it was you and me.
It's about a conversation, right? Like, I mean, if you take the time to do that. I met my boyfriend during COVID, actually. So all we could do was go outside in public places.
And go on walks.
Yeah, there was no
Distance.
restaurants or bars to like distract us.
Right.
It was just one-on-one. So I think that was a really special time to meet someone, strangely enough, because we were forced to get to know each other just,
Good for you, Jaleesa.
Yeah,
Thank you
I
so
love
much for
that.
joining us.
I
and
love this
great tips.
conversation.
I'm going to start taking walks, and I'm going to make sure we go out on our weekly date night.